Sup guys, I think it's been about 5 days since I last played this game. I'm gonna see, like, at the beginning I used to do one video at a time. Last time we did a few in a row. And today I'm gonna I'm just gonna sit down and marathon it for the next few days so I can actually make some progress in the game, because I'm way behind where I planned on being. Okay, yeah, all my guys have full health and stuff because... Alright, at the end of the last, thing we did, I was in Hoax, right? Yeah. Then, got the Dragoon spirits, so now I have 2 Dragoons in my party, and Shanna's way under-leveled since I let her die on those boss fights. And now, here's the thing. You can go left to Volcano Villude. For some reason on this sign it's typoed as Veludo, must be, like, lost in translation or something. Straight, the 7th Fort Kingdom of Basil. So, you can go up there and, do the thing. At the end of, the Hoax thing, Kaiser was like, well, not Kaiser. It was actually a guy who entered the village, right? Yeah, it was the guy who entered the village, and they were like, dude, 7th Knighthood's under attack, and Kaiser's the 8th Knighthood. And he's like, oh, well, I gotta do shit here, because we just got messed up, so I guess you're gonna have to help them out. So you guys said, yeah, okay. Now, it's a side thing. As you might recall, you see, like, they're under attack now. You're saving them. So while I'm doing these fights, let me explain a couple cool things here. Firstly, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total fights here, I think, and you have the option to leave in the middle of any of it. Once you, at the beginning of the fight, it's like this. There are different options. You can leave, and if you leave, you can come back in and restart all the fights. And the only reason I'm going to do this is because, experience. It's a plotline thing. I could have skipped over it in its entirety. There's also some items I can get, so I'm going to see what they have to offer me, as well as reaping some of this experience, because yeah, you can completely skip. Oh fuck! I missed the first attack in this episode. Okay, I remember how hers go, so that's good. There's so much, as you might recall. Our initial thing was like, we're going after the dragon, whatever. That's your goal, your main goal in life. Then they ask you to, fuck, I forgot again. I forgot the. Okay, I gotta be conscious while I'm talking. I must also pay attention to the additions. So while you're doing this, fighting these guys here, while I'm fighting these guys here, I don't have to be. I can completely walk around it. It's optional. They gave. Wow, that did a fuck ton of damage to me. I feel like all of what I just said was kind of a jumbled mess because I have a bunch of thoughts I'm trying to get out, and I start on one and then I switch over to another one. So let me start over from the beginning and let me encompass it all in one go. What I was saying was, I was on a journey, then they told me to come here and help these guys out. I could have just gone left up the tree first. I did not have to come here whatsoever. It's completely optional, but I'm choosing to do it anyways just because. And also, like I said, since all of these fights are optional, after/before every fight, there's the option to leave and retreat. Ooh, my phone just went off. Let me move that. I forgot what I was saying again. I seem to have problems with this. I do have a drink though, so let me drink that. So let me adjust my hair, so it's not my face. And let me. Damn it! Wow, getting really iffy on the additions. I was never too good at hitting Rose's additions, anyways, because I never use her. But for this, I'm just gonna use her temporarily because she's stronger than my other party member. My eyes are really watery. That's mostly what's distracting me. My eyes are watering because I'm burning incense in my room filled up with smoke, and I'm just getting smoked out, like it's all up in my face and stuff. And, yeah. And while I'm focusing on, like, not trying to rub my eyes and, like, feeling it in my eyes. Ooh, that's gonna hurt because that's water on his fire. Ooh, not as much as Lavitz, though. Lavitz just sucks in general, I guess. And he's a water elemental soldier, which was weird. Oh yeah, the one on the left is fire, the one on the right is water. All in all, this is a pretty rough start. But, man, it's almost done. I could just put it out, but nah. Is that so? I was thinking, yeah, I'll come in here and I'll do this optional thing just for the experience and the items. Now that I think about it, I don't need items. I don't need the items at all. So I probably could have just skipped over this whole thing, and it's very likely I would have been fine. It's possible that if I progressed too quickly, I could be under-leveled for some bosses, and they would be a lot more difficult and take more time than they would originally. However, I don't think I will have too much of a problem with that. So, okay, I thought he was gonna throw another item at me, and I'm like, I don't like those ones. I should kill these ones first, because he's the one who keeps using those items, and they hurt a lot. They do 60, pretty much. They do an average of 59 between the two people I've already seen him hit with it. I'm not gonna waste any of my MP, and I'm not going to use my Dragoon's forms just because I never do that. It's obviously you should be able to, because you get back the Dragoon bar within like 3 or 4 attacks, right? I just never do it. In normal battles, I never go Dragoon form, I always just use the base editions. Speaking of which, soon I'm going to, probably after all this, I'm going to check the levels of the editions of Dart and Levitz, just to see if I need to change any of them up. Make my day. I'm still using Burning Rush on him, so... Next. This was 5 instances of these 2 sets of soldiers. This time I'm going for you. And then next time, I am, Then the 6th fight, I think. The 6th fight is a commander. I could be mistaken. I've seen this played recently, but I have such a bad memory. That's actually a pro to having a bad memory now that I think about it. A lot of things that you do, that aren't new, can be new again. Like when I see a movie, and some people might go see that. Say, some people could watch a movie, and then exactly 1 week later watch the movie again, and they can retain most, if not all, of the things that happened. I have such a bad memory. I could watch a movie and then 3 days later watch that same movie, and I'll forget everything that happens until I see it happening. It's kind of crappy, but you know, what can you do? Blah 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 blah. I also don't plan on, I mentioned this before, I also don't plan on cutting out any fights either. What I don't understand is, there's one soldier at a time, right, on the map. One soldier fighting one soldier. When you get in the actual fight, there's 2 of them. So what is that? Is that indicative that the soldiers also had 2 entities in them? Or were they 2-on-1 the whole time? Yeah, her additions, I just can't do them. I don't know why. I see them visually. I know how to do it with my hands. Also, there's an R2 also, by the way. It switches the camera on the fights. I remembered that's a thing that happened. When I was younger, I couldn't do it from like when the camera angle was behind is okay. When it was over here, that messed me up so bad. I just couldn't do it. Because what I would use for the additions as the indicators of my timing on the additions, I would watch their movement, and when they walk up to it, everybody has the same time period traveling from where they're standing originally up to where they're in front of the guy, and then their custom period of time that makes them different from one another is the time it takes between when they hit that position and when they swing their weapon and actually hit them with it. And what I would do is I would watch their movement and then use my intuition, because I couldn't keep track of the squares very well. I would use my intuition to get a feel for when they would swing their weapon. And so having a different camera angle for that obviously messed me up a lot. So at every battle I would keep hitting R2 just to switch it directly behind the team. And yeah, there's this commander. I think he might have 2 soldiers as well. It does not count as a boss fight though. He's still a minor enemy, so I could probably throw a total vanishing at him. In fact, I believe I have one, so let me try that right now. Hang on. I believe he throws attack balls as well. Do I have one? I have one. So it's not a boss fight, but he doesn't count as a minor enemy. Not only did I waste the item, but I also wasted my turn. Wow, what a shame. Now, Lavitz has taken a lot of damage. I guess now I will Dragoon then. And I don't anticipate going Dragoon a lot, so I'm probably not going to turn the animation on too short. Gah! And now... Dragoon attack on the commander. I should kill the smaller guys, but oh well. I got it that time. It's like, to get the 5th hit on it, you have to hit the X button like a half a second before. Just a smidge before it hits the top of it. I don't know why the timing on the 5th attack is so weird. That did 33 damage? I want to see how much a basic edition would do on him. I'll transform as her as well. Then when I'm Lavitz, I will... You know, if they give you an option in the menu to make the transformation scenes shorter, how come you can't keep them on but hit a button to go through it? Like when you're watching an intro sequence to a game and you hit the start button or the X button to skip it, to go to the menu. Why can't you do that with the Dragoon transformations? He's still blue. Whatever. Fuck! What? How? How did that not register the... She hit him way harder than he did. Wow. I can only imagine how much damage that would have done if I had gotten 4, if not 5. That was just something with the input lag from the controller to the game, I think, because I totally... That was horrendous. And yeah, I think that item... No, that's not an attack ball. That's just an item that causes paralysis. And he got picked back up anyway, because that guy hit him. That's what's cool about stuns. Boom. Boom. Harpoon. Yeah, so I guess Dragoon attacks do hit way harder. Wait a minute. He just did his full addition for the harpoon and did 16 damage. She hit him once and did 16 damage. Is her attack just way higher in general? Why is... Hang on. And Darts did 22. Why is Lavitz doing so poorly? He's taking a lot of damage and not doing as much on his attacks. I don't know if you can hear my dog barking, but I hate it. Not stopping has been consistent for the past 10 minutes. Won't stop, and I don't understand why. There's nothing I can do about it to make it stop either. So 26. He seems to be taking a lot more damage than he should be. I don't understand why. I also don't want to take turns in battle to use healing items when I could just do that whenever. God. She hits the hardest, apparently. Doesn't have the most health, but seems to have a decent amount of defense. Wow, now I'm just... But I can't ever hit her additions ever. And now I'm messing up his additions, too. Like, legitimately, this dog has been barking non-stop. I can hear it for the past 10 minutes, and is not stopping. I think she stops to take a breath, and then starts again. Yep, and I got an attack ball item, so... And I got another addition, so... What I'm gonna do here is... I believe he was the last one, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up this menu. I'm going to go to... Addition. He's got 87. I'll keep it on until it says 99. You're at level 3. And of course you're only level 1. I don't know. I don't expect you to be any bigger. Now I will use one of the healing potions I got on you, and I will use another one here. Nice. And now while I'm still in the menu, I'm going to get up and go see if I can do anything about that dog barking. Because even if you can't hear it, it's bothering the ever-loving shit out of me, so... Alright, I'm sorry about that, but it turns out my Dumbo dog was literally barking at nothing. Nothing was going on. Nothing was outside. Nobody walked into the house. Nobody even arrived at the house. Which is usually what gives cause for the dogs to bark. And this is what I mean by coming in here for the items. There's just so many items. And chances are, I don't need any of them. But I came in anyway. I also have ice cream. I hope that doesn't bother you. The 10th Knighthood? Head of 10th Knighthood. I distinctly recall them asking you to assist the 7th Knighthood. Watch out for the dragon's breath. And then he gives you a War God's Amulet. I think I already have one of those, right? So yeah, it was totally optional for me to come in here. There was no reason whatsoever. He looks the same age as me. That's really depressing. But then there's another item here. It's the Spirit Potion. I believe, yeah, my arrow won't change color in here because while I can get into fights in this forest, there's a star. For some reason, it seems to be a common theme that Stardust is always in fireplaces. I don't know why. It just is. But yeah, in this area, my thing is blue. My arrow is blue. I can't get into random encounters inside the fort itself. However, out here, I believe it can. And there's no... There we go. Is there a way to get down? Nope. So I have to walk back through the castle, I suppose. And I just picked up a lance, which is a spear. For those of you who did not know, that is synonymous with spear. And also, now that I think about it, you have a leather jacket on already? Okay, yeah. I'll put the bracelet on Shanna because I don't use her anymore. And then I will put one of these. Powerist raises physical attack slightly. Night shield gives him defense. I feel like I'm gonna give you the power wrist. I'm gonna give you the knight's shield. And I'm going to give you the poison guard. And I think that this is good for now. No other items? Yeah, no. Alright. That seems okay. Now let's go back in. It's very unprofessional, I know. But, as many of you know, I'm sure you have personal experience. In this current weather, I'm sure you cannot blame me for needing something like ice cream. I don't have my fan on right now because if I had my fan on, it would overpower me speaking. Oh, cute little mushroom dancing. I believe he gives you some status abnormalities though, so let's take care of him really quick. But yeah, it's ridiculously hot, so ice cream. God damn it. And also, okay, so dog barking, hairs in my face, my eyes were watering because of the incense. I got ice cream. Yeah, at least drinking, I feel like drinking is okay. Eating is less okay. And then my screen keeps going black. All these problems that I just keep having. Right there. I thought the screen went black because I was going from one area to the other. Turns out, fight. I guess today is just not a very good day. Maybe the next episode will be a little more smooth. I at least want to get through this area first, though, before any of that happens. My condo. My condo. So she does 33 on these with her thing. Oh, the little club sound when they hit you when they hit you with their tiny little arms. Miss. Okay. That seldom happens, but it does happen, which is why it is kind of useful to put on items like the War God's Amulet that make it such that your attacks are a little bit more accurate. I wonder if she can one-hit those. I don't know. I feel like they all could almost one-hit them. If I finish the edition, anyway. Okay, now I'm leaving. I have the feeling I just should have avoided that whole section there altogether. I feel like it was a waste of time, really. I did get some experience, but it's not like a substantial amount. A few moments of grinding on random encounters in the forest would have just gotten me the same experience, so I didn't need any of the items. I used the healing potions that I got back anyway, so I think that's a seahorse. Sea dragon or whatever. It's like a fiery seahorse. Ooh, poof. Yeah, sea dragon, but it is red. Wow. God damn it. I cannot ever hit hers ever. I think I hit hers 1 in 10 times. That's the status abnormality thing I was talking about. Aw, and I just happened to take the thing off of him as well. Body purifier on you. What a shame. I should have kept the poison guard on him. I know you run. Oh my god. Today. Today's gonna be one of those days, I got the feeling. It's just gonna consistently be one of those days. I could have just gone left first. Completely avoided that area to the top there. In fact, the first few times I played through this part of the game while I was younger, I didn't notice you could go up there. I had completely forgotten what Kaiser and the other knights said about going there to help them out, because it just didn't register in my head, the plot entirely. So there we go. I finally got it. 26, which is how much her first hit does on the smaller guys. Now he's my heavy hitter since I gave him that one item. I like that. I enjoy this a lot more. Getting into fights doesn't annoy me. It's just getting into fights. Okay, that's just more things. Oh, I guess I was already... Wait, no, hang on. I'd have to reread that again. Was Hoax the 7th knighthood? I thought that was the 8th. And I thought that the place back there was the 7th. But when I talked to the guy, it said he was the head of the 10th knighthood. So, I guess I'll move down. And down a bit more as well. To get all these items. I don't know if those fish have anything that... Can you, like, hit them and get on encounters, or... You can move to the left. I wonder why. Come on, move, you dick. What's to the left? I don't remember. I don't remember going to the left here. Come on. Oh, now I remember. There are a lot of items in this forest. Come on. Now, merman. First we had 2 of those things, then we got a merman. Now we have 2 of those things and a merman. I believe if I can hit her addition, yes, she can kill them in one hit. I will use darts since he hits the heaviest too. I will use him too. No, I'll use him on my Sandio, whatever. And I'll kill that in one hit. Oh my gosh, that was almost 60. That's brutal. I like that. And then I'll use Lavitz to guard. There we go. Now I should be able to finish him off in these 2 hits. Nope, never mind. I cannot hit her additions. No matter how much I practice, it just doesn't work. Okay. He's level 8 now. Maybe he'll actually do damage, as well as take less. Hopefully. Magic Stone of Signet. I think that's a wristband of some sort. Wait. I'm an idiot! I do that every single time. Not exit out of the menu. I mean, every time I want to go into armed, I go to item. And then I start looking and I'm like, why can't I find this thing? Maybe it is an item. It's not an armed. I thought it was an armed. I exited out all the way again. Now my headset's pulling on my... Okay. Use it. It's not in there. Controls, please work with me here. Used item. 30 out of 32. I should start using some up. Blocks enemies move for 3 turns. No items that have effects like that affect major enemies. Only minor enemies. Unless specifically otherwise noted. Stun guard I feel would help in this forest, but... Okay. Ooh, now 2 sea dragons and a merman. Which, by the way, has more resemblance to a naga than a mermaid or a merman. However, those sea dragons do look like seahorses, so at least I have that. Though I don't know why they're called sea when they're completely above ground based, when they have actual wings and fire tails. Fire based sea. Oh, I forgot he could do that. Or at least he used it on the Dart Man, who is red. Bam. Boom. 33. I'm having a hard time keeping track of how much damage these people do and take. It just fluctuates. Like, not too long ago, Lavitz was my heavy hitter, and it was the tankiest of everyone. Then all that changed completely. Reversed the polarity on that. Ooh, and I got an item. I read somewhere that the items that you get after a random encounter are completely dependent on the last move used to finish off an opponent. And also, not only just the edition that you use, and who's using it, the item you use, or the Dragoon edition or Dragoon magic that you use, but even if you're using an edition that has multiple steps, which level of which you hit up to it. Like if you presume at least that the random chance aspect of an item dropping is completely removed, and you're hitting them with an addition that has 3 hits. Hitting them once, hitting them twice, and hitting them 3 times, the last person finishing the battle, will result in 3 different items being dropped from that person. Oh yeah, I didn't get off here yet. The first one I got off was the bottom one. Did I get this here? Cannot carry any more items, which is okay. I'll use some of those health potions I have an abundance of. I can use them on everyone. I'm not going to use that healing breeze because I like to save those for dire situations, because if I'm not mistaken, you cannot use healing breezes. Well, you can use... Fuck, I walked away from the chest I was going to pick up. Today is just not a good day. This is horrendous. So, you can use them. I meant to say you can't buy them. They're not available in shops until you get to the second disc, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Which I tend to be, so please correct me if I am wrong. Let me throw some swords at these tiny mushrooms. Having some mushrooms for dinner. I ain't having none of your shiitake today, boy. Took that spear in the chest. I will use him to hit them because I believe Lavitz can now one-hit those mushroom peoples. Okay. Yep. Alright. This is getting easier. Did I one-hit the merman? I didn't know. I don't remember. I told you I have a horrendous memory. It's mostly because I wasn't paying attention, though. It's not like I saw it, registered it in my brain, and then that information left my brain. It said it never entered it to begin with. I have problems with that sometimes when I'm not paying attention. Let me now go up and to the left. And then... Oh! I forgot the item again! See? Bad memory. Gosh dang it. Let me try this one more time. Oh! Come on. At least these guys are easy to run through. They don't do a lot of damage to me. And even if they could, the fight ends too fast for them to get enough hits on me. Even when I miss the addition like that. Feel like he ran away. Might as well have. Now let's pay attention to see if I do indeed one-hit these. And I do. I did get him in one hit last time. Because I was like, I don't remember hitting him a second time. Oh well. So, now I have ways of one-hitting all 3 of these when they pop up. So I can kill them all in 1 turn cycle. Which is good and saves time. I like to be analytical on things like that. However, what does not conserve time is when I'm dumb and have to backtrack for an item I was literally standing right next to. That I forgot about not once but twice. Spirit Potion, I didn't even need that. Spirit Potions, I feel, are only useful in battle. And unless you're in a boss fight and are in dire need of Dragoon transformations, it's not really useful to me. Yeah, this is the cutscene where she hurts her ankle, and then they're like, whatever. He gives her piggyback ride, I guess. Yeah, she got stuck in the mud, and she injures herself. What are you talking about? I worry about wasting time. I think things like this are kind of a waste of time. Oh, look at the top of the screen. It's kind of glitched out. Congratulations. This music always plays. I love this music, but I think it's a lullaby. Not a real lullaby, but I've heard that it's the lullaby Dart's mom used to sing to him. That's what Shanna says. It's not spoilers. It's just so that, you know, it's part of the background stuff, that added level of detail that makes certain things more fun. There we go. We're out in the north of Sardio. Over to the volcano. Oh boy, I can't wait. I know what's coming up here, and I can't wait. You know what? I should just go through the whole entire volcano right now while I'm here. As soon as you enter the area, you see something. You think he thinks, oh, is that the volcano shaking the ground? No, of course not. It's a giant-ass bird. It's essentially a Moltres, except it's made 100% of fire. How you fight it, I have no idea. I just licked ice cream off my shirt. That's how you can tell I'm a fat. I'm a huge fatty. I'm a fat, singular. There we go. Yep. Firebird sees you, but now is not the time to try to fight with a legendary bird Pokemon. So, you take off. More items. I wonder how many healing potions I have. I don't think I have that many. Which is unfortunate, but... Spear Frost, good. That'll be good for use on fire-type enemies, which there are many of in here, since that is a water-based item. There's another item over there. I'm gonna go look really quick right now. Well, after this fight, I'm gonna check the menu and see my items. Those are salamanders. Which is, I believe those are named after the fire newt. Fire salamanders. I believe they're called fire newts, though. Which are a real animal. 18 damage. Huh. These guys are considerably tougher compared to the last area. I probably could have... Well, never mind. Under the assumption that I would have completed that edition the first time I used it, I probably should have hit the other one to maximize damage, but since I missed anyways, it's a good thing I hit the one on the left just to finish it off. He's stunned, but that's okay, because there's no real negativity to that. Stun is one of the only conditions that does not persist through to the end of battle. As you can see, he's up again doing his victory dance. So that's nice. Other ones such as poison, fear, etc., those ones do last from one battle to the next. That you do need to use items to cure. Jump over that. Mind Purifier. Ah, fuck. Let's go right. I hate forks. I can never decide where to go. I don't think I need to go this way. Yeah, I don't. It's just an item. Panic Guard. Good. At least it wasn't another item. Oh, yeah, that's what I said I was going to do. I was going to open up my menu and look at my items to see what I can use. Well, I can't see how many items I have unless I look specifically at the list. I only have 3 healing potions, but I do have 2 healing breezes. 2 Sun Rhapsodies, 2 Spirit Potions, 5 Angel's Prayers, and when you're out of healing potions, sometimes you want to use the Angel's Prayers instead. Detonates and attacks all. I will keep all the attack items. I feel like that's not really necessary to use on minor enemies, because you know you kill them so fast, so what's the point even? So I'm going to get rid of the Magic Signet Stone. Magic Stone of Signet, or whatever the name of the item was. These are all attack items. I'm going to hold on to those. That's a lot of Mind Purifiers. I'll get rid of one of them. I feel like I don't need that many. I think healing my health is a lot more important than having an abundance of status healers. Because, you know, obviously, I get less status ailments than I do... Oh, and look back there. Well, then I do physical hits. But see back there, that guy walking around? He's gonna fuck up sometime soon, and you're gonna have to save him. And I don't know, since I loaded the state, since this is on an emulator, I don't know if the memory card issue was resolved, so... Let me see if I can save it now. Wait, my save from last time did not work, so... Every time I see a save screen like this, I'm gonna hit the save state button. Just because. Just because it makes me feel better. And now... We'll keep going to the left. You can't go down there, or up higher, for that matter. Just gotta go straight left. And I believe in this area, my thing is consistently red, and you only get in fights when those piranha things touch you. I don't actually recall if you can get in fights with those piranha things. Maybe I'm just insane. Oh, what's happening now? What are you doing, woman? What is this feeling? It's calling me. Oh yeah! I forgot all about this part. See what I mean? Bad memory. Look at that hand. Well, you can't tell it's a hand, can you? Looking at this for the first time, you really can't tell what it is. You were being called by this. It looks like, you know, a statue in the lava. Even that thing to the left that has pointy things, it just looks like a rock, doesn't it? You can't really tell. Looks like a stone statue, yes. And it is kind of creepy. This Virage is still alive. Yeah. The Virage, you know, humans had the Dragoons using the dragons. Winglies had the Virages. And, it just wiggled its little toe finger things. And, since Dragoons are now nearby, it can detect it since it's still alive somehow. And thus, attacks you. Which begins this boss battle. And it's a good thing I have a bunch of attack items, because it should make this, very quick. Let's start by using burnouts. I believe you kill it by attacking its body? I'm not sure. I'm gonna start by taking out its arm, because I believe when you attack its arm and its head, those are... he uses those to attack. So, let me use this on the arm. The arm comes back, by the way, if you do kill it. So, I'm just gonna use the item on the arm for now. Almost. I can almost get it to 200%. I just want to break the arm first. See, so it can't use it to attack me. I will Dragoon his Rose. I'm just going to use an attack. I'm not going to use the magic yet. Okay. Oh yeah, it's half dead anyway. So good. I probably didn't even need to Dragoon for this. I didn't even need to get a perfect for that, probably. And now the arm. Whoa! 80 damage, very nice. Now the arm should no longer be used. I should not be able to target it. Yeah, it's gone, but it does come back. After certain periods of time. Now I believe I'm gonna go for the head. Because I think when you hit the head, it gets rid of his laser thing he shoots you with. That did almost 60 damage just from his attacks? Dang. That laser thing that I'm talking about there. That's what happens, so. I don't like it. Ooh, he just reciprocated the damage I did to him. Boom. 33. Which is how much Lavitz did with that one item, I think, right? When he used the burnout, I think it did 33 damage. And he also hit it for 33. That's very strange, how these are all hitting the same numbers. Since his basic attacks did that much damage, Almost 60. I'm going to transform into Dragoon and use his normal Dragoon basic attack as well. And see if that does any damage. And if it doesn't, then I'll resort to using magic. Because I just feel like not necessarily having to use the attack items really does help. Now, let's attack that head and see how much damage this does. Did not get the perfect, but that's okay. I usually don't count on it. I do count on getting the first 4 at least. There we go. Nice damage. I believe that's as much as I got on the arm for getting Rose's perfect. It's weird how all these numbers are the same. Now it's down into the yellow. Then once you get rid of the head and the arm, until the arm comes back or the head is used again, you can just focus on doing as much damage as possible to the body. I haven't taken too much damage yet, which is good. Dart does so much damage, I love it. Maybe I should get those attack power-up items on the wrists. Bracelet, what is it? The power wrist? I should get those on everyone. See, that's what I mean. The arm comes back. But I think... Oh, he's just making the screen do a little wavy. He gives status elements. Dart has fear, which I believe does... Let's see. She's confused. He's feared. I don't know what's happening to Lavitz, but he is something. So let me go to... That dissolves block, confusion, fear, and dispiriting. Yeah, Lavitz is dispirited. She's confused. Confused is the more important one to get rid of because... she can hit her teammates with it. Him, I'm gonna use, Actually, watch this. I'm gonna show you some cool strategies. I'm gonna use a Spirit's Potion on Dart, who is currently fearful. I believe fearful cuts your attacks damage in half, which is very bad. So, well, first of all, I'm gonna attack that head to see if I can kill it just with her. I'm not sure if I can. Yeah. Wait a minute! Is that the whole boss battle? I was convinced that was going to be 1,000 times harder than it was. God damn it. I thought this whole time, I thought that the body, if you killed the body, you'd kill it. If you hit the arm, it would remove the arm damage. If you hit the head, it would remove the head laser. But apparently, that was the whole boss battle, and it was literally just that easy. Okay. Whatever. Wow. I'm kind of annoyed now. I was like, yeah, I'll break the head, and then I'll do this and that and this and whatever, and I had all this strategy popped up in my head. All for naught. Oh well. And I wasted that spirit potion, too. Should have just attacked. Even if I was dispirited. Now, I believe the Virage is solid, completely 100% dead. It was sitting in the lava before and didn't seem to be dying, but... got some healing potions, which I did want, and the Mind Purifier, which I threw away. So that's good that all that's happening. I don't like the way at the end of that battle Rose just sits there staring at it. It's very unsettling for some reason. Literally no reason to go up here. I just felt like going up there. Now, we can go to... You do get hit by those piranha fish things. You do fight them. Okay. I was right. Which means in the... Oh, and he's still... It's a good thing I got a Mind Purifier. Magmafish. So when I get... I don't know what Dispirited does. I believe it makes it so that you get less SP. And... Okay, so Dart's fearful, and you can tell. So let me use the Dragoon form and let me show you. When you have a status ailment, and you activate your Dragoon form, it will get rid of the status ailment. The only status ailment that you cannot get rid of by going into your Dragoon form is death, because you obviously cannot use your Dragoon form when you are dead. So, might as well finish off this tiny little magma fish with this Dragoon edition. So overpowered against this tiny little fish. Cool. And now... At the beginning of next fight, he will no longer have his Dragoon form on. Did I even level up any of my main guys from that last boss battle? Or was it just Shano who leveled up? Whatever. I can't believe how that last boss battle went down. Wow. This is the guy that was in the back, on the very back right pointy thing that you remember that I pointed out was walking around? He's now up on this one, and he fell down. He fucked up. I don't know how his back is sticking to the rock. He must have some kind of adhesive backpack. However, we saved him. It was really good. And he gives an item. I think it's an armed item, because if it's not a normal usable item, I'm going to have to make some room, I think. Sapphire Pin, yes, you can equip that. No, wait, maybe it is an attack item. I can't tell. I think Poison Pin is an item. Maybe. Let me look right now. I can't tell. I can't remember anymore. Yeah, and he's still D-Spirit. While I'm in this menu, I might as well use a Mind Purifier on him. Clear up some inventory space as well. So let me go to Armed. Sapphire Pin, yes. When damaged by magic, MP is accumulated. That actually can be very useful because you don't get MP back. You can get HP back by guarding. You do not get MP back by anything except for going into towns and recovering that way, or using up special items, such as there's the Sun Rhapsody, and then there's another one that's similar to Healing Breeze that affects everyone. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I wanted to do really quick first? No, I guess not. Guess we'll go up here. And now, Firebird comes back. And it's very abrupt as well. Even though she says you can't get to the exit, which is a bit up to you because it's in flames. There's one tiny fire there. You could easily walk around it. But, oh well. Yeah, if you're not expecting this, it's a real damper on your day to have the second boss come up immediately after the first one. But, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just basically hit him for 57 damage. Very nice. I'm going to Dragoon her. Probably just use a basic attack. I'm not going to bother wasting the magic yet. Although, there's no real reason not to at this point. I'm just convinced that it won't do as much damage as her basic attack would. At least not on this single target. This target in particular. Because, yeah, look, her magic, it does 25% damage, so I'm just going to use her physical attack, which seems to be much higher. Got the perfect. I believe her Dragoon attack damage is also a lot higher. Her stat, that's what her good stat is. Yeah, that did almost 100 damage, so that was very nice there. It's not always a good idea to use your magic when you have MP. Sometimes your attacks are likely to do a lot more damage. And he doesn't have very good magic, but I'm going to throw the Spear Frost at him anyways because it's a water item and he's a fire bird. So we do damage to this guy, mashing the X button. I feel like this one's good. Yeah, I got to 200 on that one. 66. I feel like that's more damage than he would have been able to do in his basic attack anyway. He does that and hits everyone. Not very much damage. I figured that would do a lot more. Gonna basic hit again, I guess. Another solid 60 points of damage. Use the attack ball. I don't know if it's gonna be multi or not. Do these get multi? I'll start mashing X just in case. Yeah. Ooh, and it happened to be a Spear Frost. Wonderful. Wow. Whoa! Her magic is way out of here. I'm gonna use him to throw a healing potion on Rose. That was nuts damage. Holy hell. I'm gonna wait until I'm her again and then throw the other Spear Frost. I think this one might do more damage. A little bit more. It does the most to Lavitz. Lavitz is not so good on the magic attack or defense. She is solid pack down on it, though. She did really good with that. I'm going to basic attack with him again, because basic attack do lots of good damages. Blue, blue, blue. And that also filled up his SP bar so I can Dragoon. I'm going to use her to use that other Spear Frost. Wow, that hit so hard. Can't believe it. Now I'm going to use this again. I feel like I slipped a little bit. No, I got up to 200 again. Another 144 damage. Huge numbers. I was not anticipating to do that much. I was surprised when I was just hitting hundreds. Lavitz will now need a healing potion, or else he might die after one more of those. He would be very dangerously close to dying. Yeah, he could take 2 more before dying. So I'm going to healing potion him, just so he doesn't die. And I could have just used an attack item on him to kill him. I might, I won't waste the item, I'll just basic attack him. I have the feeling, yeah, that's all it took. Wow. I don't remember either of those bosses being half as easy as this. Shanna leveled up again. They all finally leveled up, since none of them leveled up after the last boss. What does the red eye stone do? I'm gonna have to look at that. That was ridiculously easy and fast. It was a hot fight. It was literally hot. Because, temperature-wise. Item. No, it was underarmed. I think it's a... Yeah. Reduces fire from fire-based attack by half. Which is very nice. But I like having him up on the attack. And I think everybody else is good with the items they have as well. So I'm just going to leave that as it is. I should actually give it to... Nah, I won't do it. I was thinking of giving it to Lavitz, but I won't bother. How often do I honestly get hit with attacks that are just fire? Usually, most of the damage I take is through basic attacks. I'm going to talk to him just because he's here. He is a shop guy. I don't know if there's any... I don't remember if there's any more areas to go through after this. Oh, yeah. Before I get to Lohan, I actually go through the forest again, right? If I'm not mistaken. Which means stock up on healing potions. I probably didn't need that many. Ooh. Actually, yeah. Let me go sell some items. Gonna sell... I'll sell one of these. And I'll sell... one of these. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy... light base attack for all. Not gonna buy that because I still have the meteors. I will buy the pellets though. I'll buy 2 of those. And then I'll keep the 2 spaces available just for when I go up to... He's gonna go to low end soon. Nice. I'm going to... Yeah. I'm gonna keep those 2 spaces open just so that I can pick up more items. And that was... I think that was decent progress. After this fight, I'll open up the menu. And I'm going to... Oh, it was just a tiny little fishy again. I'm going to open up the menu. See if I can save it. And it'll probably let me save. But the memory card won't last until the next session for some reason. So I'm going to save state as well. I promise not to abuse the save state of the emulator. I will only use it when I'm actually at a save point that I would have actually saved the game by hand on. So now we're at the Nest of the Dragon. So yeah, a lot of progress was made. I wasn't anticipating going through the entirety of the forest and both bosses of the volcano in one go. I will use the healing potion on Dart since he's down a bit. I will go try to save it, which it will let me do, but it probably won't do. It won't keep the save. So as soon as that's done, I'm going to hit the button right now to save state it, and that's all. Next, we're going to enter the Nest of Dragon. In proper grammar aside, I think it's going to be a pretty good adventure. So I'll see you then.